Do you want to be your own charging powerhouse? Remember, energy is fluid. Energy comes, energy goes. Do we have any autonomy over our energy? Of course we do. We can charge ourselves with positive energy. We do not have to obtain the energy from other people. We can simply generate that energy within us. The talk in this video will be about that. In order to create that powerhouse within us, we need to love ourselves. And what does loving ourselves mean? You basically need to show up for yourself every single day. Every single day you have a choice. You need to choose yourself, and not in a selfish way, in a loving way. And showing up for yourself means working on yourself, uncovering the insecurities, uncovering the deep frustrations, uncovering the traumas within us and working on them, even when it feels uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable it gets, the closer you are into achieving the success and getting rid of it. Not covering up like paracetamol or plaster. This is not going to work that way, honey. And I just want to raise awareness. Why? Because I am on a journey of self-improvement. And I want to spread the love. I want to spread the love because I love myself, and I want you to love yourself, because then you will be able to give that love back or give to other people. The more uncomfortable you feel, the better your life will be. It is all about the contrast of a consciousness. What I mean by this, the strongest people went through the deepest, the darkest situations in life. And they went through it, and they came out on the other side. That is why I am talking, that is what I am referring of the contrast of the consciousness. There is a contrast between your experiences in life. The more we're gonna be working on ourselves, the more we acknowledge that we should love ourselves. Therefore, we will be able to give that love back to other people, etc. The more we will be prepared for what is coming. And what is coming, we had a flavor in 2020. And in order to love yourself, you need to stop thinking logically with your head. You need to start feeling with your heart. And feeling with your heart will allow you to feel emotions, will allow you to experience emotions. It doesn't matter which gender are you. Everyone should acknowledge, feel, experience emotions. Do not cover them, don't block them, because blocking them creates blockages. And then it is difficult to express ourselves, and it is more difficult to develop that emotional intelligence, which is much needed in today's society. It is absolutely crucial, essential, much needed, and we need to go back to these. We need to go back to us being humans, and what does that actually mean? Experiencing emotions will allow you to experience your love for yourself and to give love to others. And only through love we will be able to expand, to grow, to go to a different level of consciousness, higher level of consciousness. And to love yourself, to feel with your heart, you need to get rid of the lack, whatever lack is in your life. Because when you experience lack, that means you are not in the right frequency to be able to feel that love, because you are not accessing the heart. You are simply desperate, in a desperate energy. Therefore, you are trying to cover your needs with the outside world, with something, with 3D things. You try to fill the gaps with the outer world rather than inner you, inner yourself. In order to love yourself, you need to grow, you need to be on that expanding mindset journey. And ego will prevent you from doing so, because ego wants to protect you from unknown. Ego wants to protect you from feeling uncomfortable, and only by feeling uncomfortable you will be able to accomplish your goals. You will be able to go through that challenges, through that vulnerable state. And the more uncomfortable you feel, the better the outcome. And the more uncomfortable, the better the outcome, the faster you grow, the faster you go on and different levels of you yourself as your own inner true core of who you are as a person, who you are as a human being, and who you are as your own soul and your own uniqueness. To love yourself, I have mentioned before that this requires showing up for yourself every single day, even if you feel lazy. And the shortcut for this is to do everything that is opposite. If I feel scared, I try to shut down that emotions and I ignore it, and then I do it. And if I feel lazy, I shut down that part of myself and I actually do it. If I feel in a low energy, I try to change that state within me, with myself. So this is how you actually can create your charging powerhouse within you. I hope that this makes sense. I hope that you have watched my previous videos and we are up to date. Another example of what you do as the opposite is if you feel too relaxed, obviously depends on the situation and what is at stake, then you try to make yourself in that state of doing. You try to change that. If you feel like you are overdoing things, which also increase the stress level, you try to relax in order to become that powerhouse within you. We need to deal with our challenges, with our traumas, and in order to do that, we need to look there. We need to feel uncomfortable and we need to transform. And then in order to do that, do not run away from these things. If something makes you feel uncomfortable, that is good. That is good. This is where the root of the cause, the root of the problem is. Just look there, feel uncomfortable, analyze it, and you will find a way out. The more exposure you get of that uncomfortable feeling, there is a higher chance that you can fix that. Growing, transforming into the powerhouse also requires to change your behaviors, your pattern of behavior, and your neural pathways that are in our brain. And these things carry our thoughts, carry our responses, how we act in certain situations. These are the memories within us that sometimes are triggered, fired by similar events in our life that simply reminds us of something that happened in the past. They can be changed, they can be reversed, they can be worked on. And how we do this? We basically, again, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, we need to practice the opposite. Practice the opposite. If something makes you feel uncomfortable, usually your response would be to run away from it. But this time, we are not running away from it. We're actually facing that and dealing with this. And the more uncomfortable you feel, the more you can actually relieve yourself from all of these negative things and negative frequencies in your life, and then you will be able to be that charging powerhouse that you meant to be in your life. And you are that person. You just need to find yourself all over again. Everything is in you. No one's gonna give you this, because there is no need from anyone to give that to you, because simply you have that in you. That's why it is no point to overthink everything. I am learning this about myself. I was overthinking so many things in the past, which was good sometimes, but sometimes this actually worked to my disadvantage, because I was already creating so many stories in my head that actually was not even a part of the reality, and there is a risk of creating that into the reality through your actions, through your projections. So yes, and how to fix it? You just need to be aware that overthinking is not good. This will prevent you from growing, definitely, because of your ego, because your ego will try to protect you. But what you can do, once you are aware, you can just shut it down. Shut it down. Shut this down. So many times I'm like, when I'm preparing myself for these talks, I sometimes do overthink. And yes, I do this. That is absolutely normal. But I'm focused. Focus. That's why you need to show up for yourself every single day. If I feel like my energy is low, I try to back up and try to generate that energy within me. But also knowing to having the right balance and to having that awareness, it's crucial as well, because not every day we have to do things. We also have to remember about relaxation. Relax yourself. If you are overstimulated, relax yourself. And also minimize the amount of resources, sources of information, fun, entertainment you are feeding yourself, because overstimulation with information will prevent you from feeling feeling the emotions because you're going to be too much in your head, and we do not want to do that. We also have to remember about self-regulation. We need to self-regulate on regular basis, and what I mean by this, relax without for example, social media, and just relax yourself, just be with your own head. You will be less overstimulated with a lot of nonsense that will simply distract you from your goals. We do not want to do that, of course. So being selective is actually absolutely important, even the most important, I would say. We do not need to know everything. You won't be able to know everything, but by chasing that, you can miss a lot. And also remember the power of assumption. Do not tell everyone about your traumas. You can talk about your traumas, but you know in which type of situations, only when you're ready to unpack it and work on them. Don't tell the whole world how bad you are, etc., etc., etc. Why? Because you're labeling yourself, and we don't want to do that. You do not want to do that because why? Because you are your own powerhouse. There's no need to talk about it. Getting rid of the lacking mindset or victim mindset. That's, you know, all of the stories that you tell yourself, and everyone around actually start to see you like this, like the stories that you're creating in your head, because you're simply labeling yourself that way. Do not label yourself something when you are not. The power of assumption. It's very powerful. So, working on a self-concept, it's important. And we all do work on our self-concept every single day. We are self-improving ourselves. We are becoming the best version of ourselves. And remember, there are no limitations. We are not trying to achieve something as a goal and is ultimate and that's it, there is nothing more. No, we are on the path of self-improvement, leveling up. And how many levels are there? We do not know, because there are no limitation. And also this is connected to try not to compare yourself to other people, because everyone is on a different journey, on a different level. You can only compare and contrast yourself today with yourself of yesterday. That's why there is no point comparing yourself to other people. Just leave it. Do not add negative things to that mindset. So working on the mindset is crucial. Be that powerhouse. Be that powerful being that you are. Just be it. Simple, be it. I decide and I am. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy. Like, it took me a few years to discover that all, but it actually makes sense. And I want to inspire you guys to be yourself, to be the best version of yourself, to love yourself, to be that powerhouse, because only then you will be able to give. What are the chances of, let's say, if there are 10 people and no one is actually doing anything to improve themselves, who's gonna be giving that positive, loving energy? The chances are very low. We are going into a different mindset. We are transforming. We are the powerful beings, and our mindset is, as we are the creators of our reality, and we are the powerhouse. We are the charging powerhouse. Strong, brave, and even with weaknesses, insecurities, feelings, feeling low, accepting who you are, and falling. We fall, we get up, we fall, we get up, we do the work. We accept no one is perfect, it's fine. I'm not ashamed of that. I say sorry, which will be against my protective ego. And remember, ego actually does not want for you to grow, because ego wants a comfort. And life is not comfortable. Life is about transformation, leveling up. So do not listen to your ego. If people will try to stop thinking about listening to ego, at least a little bit, this life would be so much better. It's about the acknowledgement. Let us all be the powerhouse that we actually meant to be. Full of love, positivity, negativity as well. Even negative thinking is important, because then we can work on that. It's the duality on this earth: positive, negative, bad, good, etc. We can use that as indicators of pointers where we should look. This will give us the direction. Be honest. Be honest with yourself, at least with yourself. If you can be honest with yourself and practice being honest with yourself, you can absolutely become honest with other people. Oh my God, did I say that? I am in that flow. Oh my God, guys, seriously, like use it. Use to your advantage. Do not care what other people think. Do not. No one is perfect, of course, even near to perfection. Everyone has something to deal with. Everyone is on a different path, on a different level. Let us all wake up, because we need it. We need to. I don't know about you, but I know that I want to be awakened. Stay awake. Because we will need it. We have to rely on ourselves. We have to rely on our strength. We have to rely on our consciousness. Only then you will be able to see. And we need to see, we need to know. Why do we need to know? Because then we are not manipulated. Once we are manipulated, then it is easy to control us. And we certainly do not want to be controlled. I'm not talking about your family members, your boyfriends, girlfriends, your partners, husbands, wives. I'm not talking about these units of communities. I'm talking about what's going on now, in a much bigger sense. Awareness is the key here. That's why. So then we are not being manipulated. And the formula is actually easy to understand. There's nothing complex about it. Everything is interconnected and it makes sense. We can change it because we are the creators of our life. Thank you very much for watching this video. And as always, I ask you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and all of these wonderful things. See you next time. Take care of yourself.